Okay, this, as they say, is what had happened. Sunday, I started a new series at Metron called Manifesting the Breath of Life, talking about the symbolism of inhaling and exhaling, that the inhale is symbolic for intention, the exhale is symbolic for detachment. Inhale is, I believe, best case scenario. I believe for my miracle. Exhale, I'm going to be okay no matter what happens. That's not double-mindedness. Even in the scriptures, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego said, we believe God will deliver us from this fiery furnace, but even if he doesn't, we're not going to bow to Nebuchadnezzar. We're going to be okay. Miracles coming, we'll be okay without the miracle. So after Metron, we drove up to my friend Howie's cabin in Blairsville. He and our other friend Jerry were going to get up yesterday morning and drive from Blairsville, Georgia, up to Bryson City, North Carolina, to go tubing on Deep Creek. They call it a creek, but it's actually a little river. We've done it before, and it's fun. Get up, pack the stuff yesterday, drive up to Bryson City, put in. I've been on this river before. It's not that high impact. I'm just going to keep my stuff with me. So I take my glasses, my Apple Watch, my cell phone, and my wallet that has everything in it, put it in a Ziploc bag, enclose it, put it behind me. There's a bottom to the tube, and I'm not going to flip over. My top half's not even going to get wet today. So we start down the course, and then I thought, no, you know what? I need my glasses because they turn into sunglasses. So I pull the Ziploc out, take my glasses off, and as I am sealing it back up, I don't notice, because I'm floating backwards, that I've hit white water. I've actually hit a little waterfall, about a 2.5 foot waterfall. Tube totally flips over. I go submerged. Bag goes flying. So when I get up, everybody's asking me, are you okay? And I'm wrestling, trying to get the tube, because when it gets away from you, you can't stand up, and you just get your head knocked against one of those rocks. So I said, no, my bag flew out with everything. It's got my cell phone, my watch, my wallet, everything. So we're all trying to look under the water. You can't see under the water. You can't even stand up. The water's so powerful right there. Ken's trying to climb up on a slippery rock, and I'm like, no, this isn't going to work. I don't want somebody to get hurt. Let's go downstream. We'll figure it out. So, except we're going, we'll go downstream. We'll figure it out. I mean, like, we're screaming because it's whitewater. I mean, it's not the Colorado River, but it has more impact than I had remembered. Lesson learned, don't take your stuff on a tube with you, unless it's attached to you, because it's going to go flying off. So I float down. I ask a few people that I see along the way, if you happen to see a Ziploc bag with a phone and a watch in it, would you please turn it into the ranger station? Yes, I will. But nothing's coming up. Guys go up to take the course again, a second time, and see if they can see it. I go down to a calmer part of the river, and I just started saying out of my mouth, I'm going to have a miracle today. I speak to my watch, I speak to my phone, I speak to my wallet, I speak to all the contents of my wallet, which includes my driver's license, my social security card, my debit card, information that I need for my parents, a check I haven't cashed yet. I mean, I need all that stuff, and I believe, I'm calling it, I believe that I'm going to have, when I drive back into Atlanta tonight, I'm going to have everything that was in that bag with me. All of the electronics are going to be working. But that being said, I'm going to be okay even if that doesn't happen. I'm going to inhale, believe for a miracle, expect the best, calling those things back to myself. Exhale, it's a beautiful day. We're going to have a great time no matter what happens. I'm going to detach from the emotion of it. And in fact, while I'm waiting for the other guys to get back, I'm going to start expressing my gratitude. I'm grateful that I have a cell phone. I'm grateful that I have a wallet. I'm grateful that I have a debit card that represents money I have in the bank. I'm going to flood the quantum field with gratitude. So Howie and Jerry have packed a great picnic lunch. We sit down, we eat, take our time. We're there a little over 3 hours probably. By this time, it's time to go back to Georgia. All right, I guess I'm just going to let it go. I have said I'm going to have all that stuff before I get to Atlanta tonight, but what are you going to do? So we drive back. I go to an AT&T store in Blairsville. When we get there, hi, I'm Jim. I'm from Atlanta. I was tubing today, and I lost all my stuff. Can you look up my account and let me get another phone? Yes, I could do it, but you have to have a photo ID. I don't have a photo ID. It's on the bottom of the river. I had even told the YouTube vendor I mean the tube vendor. When we got out and we turned the tube back in, I said, I've lost my stuff. Can I report it? And she said, you can, but when stuff goes to the bottom, we don't ever see it again. So, she just didn't give me any confirmation at all. Okay, fine, let it go. It's a beautiful day. I don't want to make this day all about my drama, so I'm going to let it go. And everybody kept saying, wow, you've got such a great attitude. You've lost all your stuff. How are you so happy? Well, I just taught this thing yesterday about inhaling and exhaling. I'm believing for the best. I'm detaching from the best. So as soon as we get back to Howie's cabin in Blairsville, I go in the bathroom, close the door. I hear Ken's phone ring on the other side. I hear him yell, what is it? What's going on? It's your mom. My mom, what does she want? She says they found your stuff. Wait a minute. Blah, blah, blah. What? My mom knows that they found my stuff? Who found my stuff? All right, dig this. About an hour after we left yesterday, after I had said, I call all my stuff back, everything, I'm going to have it all, everything's going to be working, but I'm going to be okay if it doesn't. I'm going to inhale, believe for the best, exhale, detach from outcome. So Ken gets on the phone with this guy. He tells us where to meet him. I said, let's just get in the car right now and drive back up there while we've still got daylight. So we drive the hour and a half from Blairsville, Georgia, back up to Bryson City, North Carolina. So get up there, meet this guy. He is a scuba diver from Savannah who just happened to be coming in yesterday. He and his wife were going to camp there. I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently scuba divers sometimes will go into whitewater rivers to see what they can find on the bottom of the river. He said, I got in the river, there was nothing there, everything was clean, but just before I got out, I happened to notice that behind a boulder, I saw a little piece of plastic waving in the current. And he said, now here's the thing, you have to know how to pick stuff out of whitewater or out of the current, because if it's a bag of something, if you just yank it out, the bag's going to explode, all your stuff's going to go floating in 100 different directions. So he said, I reached behind the boulder, grabbed it, pulled it out, get out of the water. I look, and the screen on your phone lights up. Now, I know iPhone is water resistant, but it's been in the water for 3 hours. Screen lights up. Siri says, here's something you can do. Say, call mom. So he goes, okay. So he punches the button. The phone rings. Of course, my 81-year-old mother thinks it's me calling. There's this stranger on the other end who says, my name's Carlton. I found your son's stuff in the river, which she doesn't know if that means, has there been an accident? Have we drowned? Whatever. She starts calling Ken. Ken doesn't answer because we don't have service up there in the gorge between Bryson City and Blairsville. So she calls Ken. Ken talks to the guy. We drive right back up there. He went to some effort. He put paper towels in there to help dry it out. Man, I'm hugging him. I go get him a lot of cash out of the ATM. He said, I don't need this much. I said, no, you have no idea how much you just saved me, in time and money and heartache. Because Ken had already taken this morning off to take me to the DMV and start the whole process of getting your license and getting a phone and being for days without a debit card and all that nonsense that goes with it. I want you to know, as I drove in around midnight last night, I said, a few hours ago I said I was going to have all my stuff, everything's going to be working, and I have all my stuff, everything's working, phone's working, everything. Nothing's even messed up. All the contents of my wallet dried out the check, deposited it this morning, haven't missed a beat. Do you understand what I'm saying? I went to North Carolina, lost my stuff in a river. A scuba diver from Savannah comes up and finds it an hour later and somehow calls my mom in Stone Mountain, and she calls Ken, and somehow we get the stuff? You don't think that's a miracle? What? That's some inhale and exhale magic right there is what that is. This series is going to be so amazing. I just wanted to share that with you. That's some good stuff, man. Miracle, baby.